Good to go. Can everyone hear me? I'll take that as a yeah. So it's the same drill as Jose's press conference. If you want to ask a question, please raise your hand and I'll unmute you. I'm going to start with Dave Heitner here.
Hi, Matt. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
No, Jose just mentioned in his press conference that the players have all been looking at this slightly bizarre video from the Maccabi Haifa player about Harry Kane. What do you make of all that? And has that been a source of a bit of mirth, motivation? I don't know.
I actually haven't seen it yet, so I can't even answer you. I just we're in a bit later today, so I've just managed to kind of just roll in now. So I didn't even know there was a video going around. Just goes to show how much I've not been on social media. So I'm sure I'll have a look and be able to have a better comment then.
Okay. Right. Okay. Cheers, Dave. Going to go to Paul Gilmore next.
Hi, Matt. Just a general one looking ahead to this weekend. Actually, the Premier League referees are set to show a bit more leniency towards handball penalties. So it's not quite a rule change, but under this new approach, your penalty given away against Southampton would not be given. Eric Dyer's still would. Have you any thoughts on the handball rule and all of and this new approach from Premier League referees?
No, I welcome the approach. Look, I don't think it's the referee's fault. I think it's more the law that's been put in place. I'm sure when they look at the monitor, they're sick at the fact that they have to probably give some of these penalties when they know that they're just not penalties. So, look, even you just said that Eric's still would have been a penalty. I don't even know how that could still have been a penalty when he wasn't even looking. Or for me, his hands were in a natural position because he's jumping and he's on his way down. So. Look, I definitely welcome it because I think everybody knows from where we were 3 or 4 years ago with the handball, where it wasn't really a problem, to now where it seems to be a huge issue. Then I welcome any change for it. Yeah.
Cheers, Paul. Going to move on to Ian Abrahams, TalkSport.
Hi, Matt. Hope you're well.
How's it going?
Yeah, very good. You had a very long season last year with Wolves, more than 365 days because of this competition. I guess that you'll be absolutely determined to at least get to the group stage again. Just talk us through how difficult it is to play so many games in this competition. It's like another season, isn't it?
Yeah, look, it is difficult. I think it's the travelling as well. You find yourself travelling to places that are quite far away that you've probably never really been to or heard of before. And look, you play games all the time, so it's not necessarily the games that are the issue. It's, like I said, just constant travelling, getting on planes, flying 6 hours, 5 hours here and there. But yeah, look, it's a competition that we desperately want to be in. And we've done the job in the previous two games. I know we didn't probably have our best stuff or play particularly well, but we managed to get the job done. I think that's kind of the goal, is to just get the job done. Once the group stages come along, we can start to look at our performances and try and string some good performances together.
Okay, we'll move on now to Matt Dunn. Matt, if you're there.
Yeah, I'm here, very much here. Oh, I'll tell you what, I'll give you some video as well. There you go, that's me. Hi, can I just come back to this video that unfortunately you haven't seen, but clearly Jose has. Do you know of any times in the past when things like that have been a great motivation, and do they really help players when you see something that has been posted or said in the media? Can you think of examples, without naming any names necessarily, where that sort of thing does do the team talk for you?
What was the basis of what he said? I have no clue at all.
I can't really say in an open family forum, but he was suggesting that Harry Kane would be in an unfortunate position around his nether regions.
Oh, really? No, look, yeah, definitely. I think you can use that as we're pretty motivated as it is. The players that we have, and obviously the manager that we have, the motivation will never go But I guess you can just use it as a bit of something a little bit extra to try and really show them who the bosses are here. So yeah, look, I think it's probably something that might get mentioned, but I have to see the video first. So I'll be interested to see after this how it goes.
Cheers, Matt. We'll move on now to Jerry Cox.
Hi, Matt. How you doing?
How's it going?
Good. Just wondered generally how you're finding life at Spurs, the differences from Wolves, and also on an international level. Do you think playing for a high-profile club like Tottenham is going to help you in your battle with Seamus Coleman and the Ireland team?
Yeah, look, I've settled in really well. Absolutely love it here. I've been down here about a month now, and yeah, look, I couldn't be happier with the move that I made. Things are going pretty well. And on the international front, look, I played the last few games. It's always going to be a constant battle between me and Seamus, and that's fine. Like, whoever plays, we have the full support of each other. We'd obviously both like to play, and we feel like we can play in some way together. But that's not really up to us. That's up to the manager. But I don't think being at a bigger club than Wolves will necessarily guarantee me to play. He's the captain at the end of the day, and we all know the credentials that he has. We know how good he's been and consistent he's been in the Premier League, and for Ireland over the last probably 8-9 years. So look, it's probably a 50-50 with who plays. I know he's in pretty good form at the moment, so I might have to up my game over the next couple of days.
Okay, we've got George Cummins next.
Hello, Matt. Sorry for a bit of a direct question, but you got knocked out by Seville in the Europa League quarterfinals last year. So, from what you've seen of Seville and what have you seen of Tottenham, are Tottenham capable of winning this competition?
Oh yeah, for sure. Look, Seville obviously very, very good team, and on our day that day we didn't have it. We didn't have it in the legs, and we didn't have it in the mind to get the win. But look, I think even when we get to the group stage, I think even when teams fall out from the Champions League, whoever they are, even if they are big clubs, I think we're still good enough to be able to progress all the way in this tournament for sure. If you look at our squad now, it's quite exciting, and it'll be hard to stop.
Okay, we're gonna rifle through these. We've got Charlie Akoshare next, please, mate.
Thanks. Hi, Matt. I was just wondering, there's been a bit of switching between the different systems, 3 at the back, 4 at the back. You obviously played last season mainly as a wing back. How different are those two positions to play, right back or right wing back?
Oh yeah, like very different. And people might not think they're that much different, but they are. Just positionally, like, I think I realised once I went into a back 4 consistently since the start of the season that you just don't actually have to do as much defending as a wing back. So look, it's for me going into a back 4. It's definitely tougher. It's something I have to, which I am actually I'm getting used to and improving with each game. So the differences are there mostly defensively. I'm still able to get in back posts and stuff. I'm still able to go forward. But it's just harder work because you're coming from deeper. And you're not necessarily up the pitch all the time. Defensively though, it's just a lot about your position. I think when you play wing backs for so long, you kind of pick up a few bad habits, and you probably don't get in as tight to your centre back as much as you should, and your body positions, etc. So yeah, look, I'm still learning. I'm still able to improve playing in the back 4. So it's something that I'm actually excited about doing in terms of I know that I can play wing back, but just being able to kind of get myself back into this type of shape and trying to like excel in that shape also. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to be playing back 4.
Right, we're going to take 3 more. We're going to start with Matt Nash.
Hi, Matt.
Hello.
Hi. Just wondering what this week's sort of been like. You're in the midst of this incredible run of fixtures. Have you developed a bit of a siege mentality as a team to get through?
Yeah, look, it was meant to be like this last week. I know Leyton Orient game got called off. But look, we played Sunday, recover Monday, play Tuesday, recover. You're not actually training that much. You're just doing a lot of recovery and playing games. But like I said previously before, we want to progress as far as we can in every single competition. So last night was pretty big for us. We really that win really meant a lot to us, and it really felt good in the changing room after the game. So look, this week is a bit crazy, but once you get through the rounds, I'm sure it might die down a bit in the near future.
Right, we're going to get two more from Tom, Roddy, Danko, Patrick. But if there's any Israeli journalists who want to ask Matt a question, can you please use the raise hand emoji function so I can see who wants to ask something. So we're going to start here with Tom, Roddy.
Hi Matt, can you hear me all right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I just wanted to go back to your move to Spurs. Really, you'll have been aware of Jose for a long time before the move, and I saw in an interview at the weekend that you were saying he was better than you'd expected him to be, and just wondered what you meant by that and what it's been like having seen him from outside to working with him now.
I just guess you mean from the outside, you just see the interviews. You see him in the media on the sideline, but you don't kind of know him, and you don't realize the kind of sense of humor that he has, the kind of bond that he has with his players. So in terms of that, I was pleasantly surprised, and before I had even signed, like I was in a little bit of contact with him, and like his sense of humor is very good. He can have a joke with you. He made me feel incredibly welcome as I was signing. So just there's a lot of different things, and obviously the stuff that he does on the pitches, like on the training pitches, is exceptional. So it's just been look, it's great for me to be able to learn off him and find out what he thinks that I need to do to improve my game and to play under him. So it's just been it's been a pleasure.
Cheers, Tom. We'll go to Danko, Patrick.
Hey Matt, just to pick you up on that, I mean, what kind of things was Jose saying to you before you signed? I mean, how did he sell the club to you before you came here?
Well, I don't think the club needed selling necessarily. Once I knew that there was some interest, it was kind of pretty straightforward that I wanted to kind of come to Tottenham and play for Tottenham this season. So obviously, fortunately for me, it managed to have happened. But like, no, we were talking, and he was like sending me a video of like the change room, saying the change room is waiting for you and stuff like that, and send me a picture of the top, just nice little things like that you didn't have to do. But I must say, like, the club's been absolutely exceptional since I've been here in terms of not just him, but just the general staff when I came here. People trying to help me settle in, find places to live, etc. They've really gone above and beyond, so it's made the experience really, really top class.
Cheers, Dan. I'm going to finish this with a question from Benny. If you want to unmute yourself, Benny, please.
Yes, hi Matt.
Hello.
Jose Mourinho said that the only thing he knows about Maccabi Haifa is the funny video of Muhammad Abu Fani on Harry Kane. Did the players talk about it?
I think we had two questions on that before, and Matt said that he hasn't seen the video.
I haven't seen the video, so it's for me to comment is difficult because I don't know. I wouldn't know.
Okay, so what do you know generally about Maccabi Haifa?
Not too much. Like, we all have to do, like I'm sure all the players will do. We'll do our homework this evening. We'll see the clips of them. They're in obviously the same position as us in terms of wanting to get to the group stage, and they've managed to get to the final round. So they're obviously a very good team. I believe they're doing well in the league. So we will have the utmost respect to them, like we do every team. So there'll be no taking them lightly. It'll be a serious game, and look, we'll be ready.
Okay, thank you guys. We'll finish it there.
Are they top of the league or did I?